Hi, this is Gail. Today I'm here to check in with you and show me where I'm at with my July checklist for my 2020 craft goals and the collaboration with Amalia. What you're seeing here is a book by Catherine Anderson. It's vintage journal imagery, and this has just lots and lots of beautiful old cabinet card copies and some other items that you can use in making your journals. And I'm taking a class with her, and I'll tell you about that in a little bit. But right now, let's go back to the goals. So, apparently, I started recording, but did it stop somewhere in the midst? So, I'm going to keep an eye on my camera and hopefully get through this. Okay, so goal video per month. Yes, I did indeed do my goal video for the month. Journaling, two. Do I have at least two journaling mixed media videos per month? Yes, I had four of those. Plus, I had one that was sort of a thank you to someone and showed some Happy Meal type things. Two or more parts tutorial series? No. One or more live streams or hangouts? Yes, one of those. It was supposed to be just testing the equipment, and then people came on, and so we stayed and live streamed. And it was a lot of fun. And it was not just me, I did it with Lori from Grammy's Keepsakes and Pam Vanny. So you should be able to find that on Lori's channel, Grammy's Keepsakes, if you want to go take a look. Um, Usage of Scan and Cut per month, I did do one of those. So basically productive there with the videos. Little disappointed I didn't do more this month, but it's been a rough month. Finished projects. Complete at least one project per month. I'm going to say that's a negative. I did not complete a big project this month. I completed some little things this month. For example, I think if you've watched any of my videos this month, you know that I participated in the Fab Tag 30-day challenge put on by Artie Mays and Tracy Fox of the Foxy Crafters. And so I made a bunch of tags. This one is a little three-parter with a dome. This is actually a watch crystal. And so there's that one. Tea stain paper on the back. And I'll show you some more. They're all a little bit different. This was using watercolor backgrounds. Not going to spend a lot of time because I have videos that show them. These were more like Tim Holtz type. This one has a tag here, over here. Then this opens and there's pad paper, which you can replace if you use it up. Okay, let's see what else. Here's another more Tim Holtz type belly bands with little journaling cards and dictionary paper and the like. And of course, this you can tell is from using packaging. Okay, then there were a group that I did. This was highly influenced by Andrea Allen of Artie Mays. These are very textural and 3D, lots of layering, lots of fun. Took me back to my mixed media, which I do adore and do enjoy. So there's those. Here's one more of those type. Not going to show everything. This one was a lot of fun, really neat background. This one will be going in my Ancestral Threads journal that I'm creating through the Catherine Anderson class. These are my parents. One of those little cardboard stand-up things with the hole cut out for your head that my parents did on the beach. And so I also found something with their signature and also their typed name. So if down the road my ancestors can't read cursive anymore, then they'll be able to know who these people are. So that was really a lot of fun. So I have a lot of projects in the works, though. I can tell you that. I have this architecture journal that is not done, and I'm not sure when or if it's going to be getting done, but yeah. So there's that one. It's got 5 signatures. It just really needs to be put together and some more embellishing done. This journal is very close to being done. Love the cloth cover. It's got 3 signatures, all of which really are, you know, it's ready to be put together and embellished, and then the insides put in. But you can see here I have some goodies from Daphne's diary. It's, it's already been stamped and distressed around the edges and stenciled and all of that good stuff. So I just flipped through one of the signatures just so you get an idea. It's very close. I have things that are very close, but just have not been successful at completing. I've definitely had a down month. Also, there are more things competing with time, like a grandson that wants to go outdoors. You know how that is, and comes to visit, although I had to wait 2 weeks to see him because my son, who lives with me, might have been exposed to someone who got COVID at work. So, yeah. Anyhow, this is some of that tape that you make, look antiqued. So, it's regular Scotch tape, and the shiny kind, and then just alcohol inks rubbed on it and to make it look antiqued. And maybe we could all use a nice quote. This one says, "Life is a grindstone, and whether it grinds a man down or polishes him up depends on the stuff he's made of." J. Billings. So yeah, that's kind of an interesting quote. And love this stencil. This is tea-dyed with a stencil, but it just wasn't quite big enough to do the full page. Some more goodies in an embossed glassine bag. These are some Daphne diaries things. Of course, you can't sell. Not that I would sell because I don't sell my journals, but at least you can give them away and use them, right? Okay. And yes, the last project that I've been working on and is fairly close, well, not totally, is this little journal, which is quite different from anything I've done before. The concept of the journal is from Dawn at the Book Vandal Shop, and she has a video, so you can hop on over there and see how you put it together. I also am using Caroline's Crafty for the birds digital print out kit, and this is actually printed on fabric and stuff, so it's 3D. Neat quote here: "Be as a bird perched on a frail branch that she feels bending beneath her. Still, she sings away all the same, knowing she has wings." That's by novelist and dramatist Victor Hugo. So I have the cover sort of done. I think there might be 1 or 2 little things I might add. It opens out this way next, and I do have the inside of the cover done. You can watch my video if you like on Daddy Van's furniture, beeswax furniture polish versus encaustic on how to do this. It is transparent, and I did make a bunch of tags also that are from a master board that I made out of old book pages, and then did decoupage on it with napkins. And so as you can see through this paper because it's transparent. Then I added this quote: "Your head is a living forest full of songbirds." E. E. Cummings. So this is really rustic and not what I would normally do, but I'm really having fun with it now. It opens this side, and then this flips open as well. Then it flips down and it flips up. So there's a lot here. Oops, I just broke something off my tree. Gonna have to put that back in there. So I have the tree here, and I've made a bunch of little birds that are gonna be 3D with wings, like this one. But I haven't gotten around to making their wings yet. And then they're gonna hang and or be in the tree, in the trees. So you can see I have a bunch of them here. So that's what's up next, among other things. So I do have things partially done on this, just not totally yet. So things that I'm working on, but no completed projects, as I said. Organization and cleanup. I've been really good this month about cleaning my desk and cleaning my area in my craft room, partially because I've been having company, so it has to be cleaned, and I want to sleep in a bed. So that's been working out good, or well, I should say. So yes, that's a plus. Use up stash and track spending. I am giving myself a half on this only because the spending part this month is not real bad, but the class was a little on the pricey side. So I have been using up papers and paints and watercolors, and it does help me to synergize. My next goal is to use up a bunch of rub-ons that I came across when I was looking for something down in my downstairs craft room. So yes, and racks, I did do one rack, but I would like to do more, at least one a month, I think. So that might be added to my goals next. So I give myself half credit on this one. Educate, minimum of 3 retreats or classes or online courses to stay fresh and synergize. Well, retreats are out. My children have begged me not to go to a retreat in Alabama that is to take place next Wednesday, and because Alabama is such a hot spot right now, and I've already lost 3 weeks with my grandson because of my son maybe being exposed to someone who got COVID. So I really don't want to lose any more time with him than I have to. And I do have 3 big risk factors for health, which really would be foolish for me to put myself into the conditions. So I have declined going to the retreat. And there was one scheduled in October, and I have already canceled out of that for the same reasons. And better to stay safe and healthy, I guess. Although there are no guarantees even with that, because I have been into the hospital to have some testing done in recent days. So who knows? But we pray for the best, right? Anyhow, but I did start a class online, and I'm going to tell you about that. Oh, I forgot to show you. I made a bunch of clusters, and I'm using up some of my jelly paper as background with the clusters. These are going to go on the bird book, or bird journal rather, and then this tag I made a long time ago, but it's my inspiration because it's birds. Okay, so I showed you the book from the class that I'm taking called Vintage Journal Imagery. It is an online class. We have 3 Zoom sessions. I've had the first one, which was 2 hours. The second one is Saturday. And in the class, she gives you the materials to make a journal. And I'll show you. I'm working on the cover here. It's going to be, I don't know. I haven't quite got it all together yet, but I'm thinking that looks like a door and a rug and a sidewalk and greenery, and I have to do more stuff, and it's going to be textural, and I don't really know. There'll be a picture behind the doors, but anyhow, that's still in the making. She gives you a bunch of vintage papers, shows you how to make the journal, gives you the binding, and this binding is somewhat different. I think this is more like what you find when you make albums, but that's okay because it was something I had never done before. So this is an 1846 ledger. There's one from 1920 and one from 1938 in here. So anyhow, so I've got it put together, but nothing else done. I did start the class late because I didn't know about it until the day before the class. So I'm a little behind the 8 ball. This coming week, we're going to prepare an altar to our ancestors, and that meant doing some research. And so we received this lineage mandala, and so we have to complete it. And as you see, it's kind of blank when it comes to great grandparents for me, which really makes me very sad not knowing some of that information. For my dad, it's available. I just have to look it up uh, in an ancestral book that someone has created in our family. But for my mom's side of the family, I will not be that lucky. I will end up having to go to sources online and do a bunch of research to find it. And in fact, I was very sad when we did an opening activity where we were placed into a small group with 5 people, and we had to, among other things, mention both of our grandmothers' names. And I did not know the first name for my mom's mom. And it's a very sad situation with her mom, who had mental illness and was not at all involved in her life. Or I saw her twice as a child. That's all that's all I knew of her. So, but anyhow, it is kind of sad sometimes when you realize that once your parents have passed, if you haven't gotten the information, it becomes harder and harder as family members pass to get that info. So, yeah, word to the wise, if you can, get it now. And I did try, but it was tough for my mom. So, anyhow, that's going to be a neat project. I'm having fun gathering photos, and I really want to write down a story for each person that I do a page on. So I think it will be a lot of fun. Anyhow, so that is synergizing, and I do like online classes. And I still have a drawing class that I'm taking as well. So that's 2. And it does synergize. So I'm going to give myself a plus, even though retreats are kind of out of the question right now. Do swap at least one this year and have not done that yet. Word for the month, prepare. And I do feel like, in a way, I'm getting out and I'm gathering things, and even getting a new refrigerator and freezer, trying to prepare for what we don't know might be down the road if we get a second wave of the virus. So there's that. And then, of course, we have long winters here in Michigan, and I am just trying to get out as much as I can and enjoy the beautiful weather and gather up materials from nature that I want to use in journals while I can. So I hope you're doing the same. I hope this might have encouraged you to work towards your goals, see what you can do. Also, get out there and create, make something, have some fun. And I look forward to talking to you again in August, and I'm hoping I'll be more productive then. So, have a great month. Bye bye.